Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Power Couple podcast. I had a little something in my throat there, so it must have sounded pretty silly.
It's okay. Um, so, so how's it been, everybody? Haven't seen y'all in a week.
More like a day.
Well, you know what I mean. Um, so this week we're gonna talk about just well, this past weekend.
Really, this past Saturday.
Yeah. So,
Do you want
my
to?
bir
Okay.
yeah, so my birthday was during the week, and my mom's birthday is 2 days after mine. So we decided to do a birthday celebration at medieval times. I had never been, so I was really excited. And then we brought Logan along, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, she drove all the way back from College Station, and then we went to the medieval times in, I want to say Dallas, or was it Fort
Yeah, I was
Worth?
in Dallas. Yeah.
Okay. I remember I went to that one once before as a child, but going there again, it much about the venues looked the same, but then like the actual show seemed a little different, mostly with like the lighting and the effects.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd never been there, so I didn't really tell. The traffic actually wasn't that bad. I mean, it was bad getting towards. Um, it was like 30 minutes away from my parents' house, but it was like the only reason that there was traffic is because there was a wreck.
All right,
Yeah, some girl's car got really messed up.
but then again, it was also we were on the highway in like prime like 5 o'clock, so right when
Yeah,
everyone's coming home from their 9 to 5.
yeah. Um, and then so we get there and it's this giant castle, and we're getting there's a bit of a mix up, but it wasn't, but it worked out fine in the end. Where me and Logan were in the red team, and then my parents and my sister and her friend were on the blue team.
That honestly made it more fun, in my
Yeah,
opinion,
I think so too.
because it added a
Um,
little bit of competition.
yeah. So we seated in our section and everything.
No, 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 no. What happened
Oh
before
yeah.
that?
Okay, so we got some drinks.
I got
Those drinks are really good, actually.
yeah, and I was excited because it said keep the glass, and I got like this uh half-foot glass or mug, so I can't wait to use that again.
Yeah,
Side note, I've already have.
I washed my cup. I got a cup, like a plastic cup, and I have it in my cupboard.
Which suits you perfectly. You don't
Yeah.
drink that often.
Nope. But yeah, so we got our drinks and they were really good. And then we went into, it was like $4. We went into the torture chamber, which was cool.
Ugh, I didn't like the place. I mean,
Logan hated
it
it.
was informative, but it was also scary.
Yeah. Um, it was kind of funny because I was like, "Oh yeah, I've seen this one." And he's like, "That's nice."
You said that for all of them, so I was really confused.
Okay, so I watched, okay, so some of them I've seen in Amnesia, like the game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And some of them, I mean, they didn't happen to people, but there was just pictures.
Yeah, that wasn't comfortable. That wasn't comfortable to look at all. Probably the worst one was, I think I already told you, the one where it forces your legs to be in a certain position so that they cramp.
Oh yeah, and then so yeah, and your legs cramp already sometimes.
Yeah, so that was probably the worst one in my opinion, because
Yeah, there was
I
a lot
can't,
of
I can't imagine going through that. But
yeah,
there were a lot of them for women, which
yeah.
I, I guess I should have expected, because that was back in the golden days of men, I guess.
Oh yeah. So it's really funny whenever girls are like, I can't wait to go back to the 1920s. I'm like, bitch, no you don't.
Gotta wear the theme where there's spikes around your genitals.
I know.
I mean,
Um,
did that hurt or did that just like get in the way of things?
I think it said that it just like caused chafing.
Oh, I get.
Yeah, chafing hurts a lot.
I know.
Yeah, so we went through there, and we also saw some of the horses like through the there was like glass, and you
Yeah,
could
they.
see the horses.
Oh yeah, you can smell them too.
Yeah. And so some of the stuff that they were selling like was at actual swords. It was pretty cool. I
I don't.
remember I don't remember I mean I remember there was this little boy and he's like I want that one and then the mom was like no that's an actual sword you can't play with that.
Honey, no, you'll get stabby.
Yeah, you're gonna cut off your brother's arm.
I did see a lot of kids with the wooden or plastic swords. I don't remember seeing a lot of the light up ones, which I would figure more people or more kids would be attracted to.
Oh
But
yeah, definitely.
and
um
most of them weren't too annoying. I think we sat by a different family, but like they had really young kids and they seemed into it. They weren't completely annoying.
yeah, and there they had a cute little girl.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. And they also had cool like figurines and dragons and stuff, but I'm all over that stuff and I was like, ooh.
I remember
Um,
when I my first visit, I remember getting a wooden axe.
oh, did you
Just
break it?
no, I can't find it.
Aw.
Of
Well, if
course,
you ever find it, we should play with it.
Sarah, how do you assume we play with it exactly?
We
I mean,
we can fence.
that's already suggestive.
Um,
I mean, we
so
could if I find out, we can eventually hang it up somewhere.
okay, that sounds fun.
I would like to get like a wooden sword from there or something.
I want to get a real sword and then hang it up.
Yeah, so you could kill me in my sleep.
No.
Oh, okay. I trust you. All right,
Yeah,
so on to the actual
okay.
show because I can't remember anything else
So,
we did beforehand.
yeah, okay. So we sit down and then like they announce it. They announce like all of the nights, I think. And then they show all the horses and the horses were pretty. There was this white one that looked like so shiny.
It looked like a unicorn without the horn.
I know it was so pretty. I was like, I like horses, basically.
I think you actually said it in that tone. Believe it or not.
Probably. I really like horses. I've always wanted one. And then our knight rode in and we were like, yeah.
But fuck yeah, he's gonna kick ass.
Yeah.
Like
And then
I can't believe I got so into it. Well, I was also drunk, so that
yeah.
explains part of it. But like, I was just so into it. I screamed a lot more than I thought I would, or yelled. I don't think I screamed.
Yeah. So if for those of y'all who haven't been there, like
I hear it's good.
they don't have silverware. Like you have to eat with your hands.
Yeah, that was the one thing I probably hated the most because I probably used like a bunch of napkins to wipe my hands after eating the chicken
Oh
because
yeah,
like
they had like a chicken quarter and it was so good.
it was moist.
Yeah, one of my favorite things that we had though,
That
was the soup.
that tomato soup. I was gonna say that was pretty good, and I was upset that I ate my piece of garlic bread before it
Yeah, they gave us some bread and then Logan had already eaten his and the soup
because
came
that tasted good too.
and the soup was really good and he was like, "Oh man." So I let him have some of my garlic bread.
Yeah, she doesn't eat as much as I do.
Yeah, I still eat a lot, but like so it's really funny because like at any place like if I'm not done he like looks at me like fleetingly, "Can I have it?"
Can I have your number?
Yeah. Um but I think my favorite thing that I saw was there was a bird.
Yes, there was a woman, what, falconer, or I
Yeah, a
don't
falconer.
the title of that, but she had a falcon in the falconer's glove, and basically it just flew around the entire arena. And
Yeah, a whole bunch of times, but it was beautiful.
I like how they had to tell people, please don't try to touch it,
Me. I'm like, "Come here."
or it will brutally murder your face.
Well, My mom, did I ever tell you about the story that I used to get in trouble because I would chase the ducks?
You would chase ducks. You would try to bring animals home. You would try to bring, I don't know if it was fossils or eggs.
Oh yeah, I took duck eggs one time.
Girl, you were messed up as a child.
I wanted a pet duck.
In this regard only, as far
I
as
was
I
like,
know.
oh yeah, and I put frogs in my water bottle one time because I
Yeah.
wanted to have frogs.
Oh, hold
And
on.
when me and
Yeah.
another girl did it, my mom caught me beforehand, but she didn't know about the other girl. So my mom gets an angry call from the other girl's mother. Denisha has frogs in her water. Who told her to do that? And she was like, Sarah, did you? And I was like, we wanted frogs.
Frogs.
Yeah,
Oh, jeez.
it
I
was
don't.
hilarious.
I don't think I ever did anything like that. Although probably the closest thing I did was almost steal something from a toy store, but only because my parents were in line for something and I wanted to take it out of the store and be like, "Hey, can you get this for me?" But luckily, I was knowledgeable enough to be like, "Wait, I shouldn't do this shit."
Oh yeah. But anyway, I was really excited and I was kind of sad because I couldn't touch the bird.
But it was still majestic to look at.
Oh yeah. And then and then they had like a mouse or something for it to attack. Is like or like some meat or something that it was dangling they were
Oh
dangling
yeah,
around.
in order for it to like, yeah,
Well,
okay, I can see that.
yeah.
I didn't hear it was a mouse, so
I don't maybe it was like a fake mouse or something
why would it attack a fake mouse?
because it doesn't know it's fake.
Are you telling me that an ordinary cat would attack a fake mouse
Yeah.
unless you dangled it in front of its face because it likes that?
Yeah. And it was really pretty.
Right. So the way it was set up is that the arena was like in a sort of oval shape with like in the middle. I think it was just sand, maybe,
Yeah.
and that's where all the knights were. And the stadium was split into six sections. You had one of almost every color, so red, blue, yellow, and green, and then there were two others. One was black and white, and then there was one night that was red and yellow. And so, depending on where you sat, basically determined who you cheer for. Like pro sports. Since we live in Texas, we cheer for the Texas Rangers and the Dallas Cowboys. Not
Yeah.
necessarily the best teams, but it's fun.
Yeah. And so we had the red night, and basically they did kind of like an Olympic type thing.
Yeah, just a bunch of like little challenges for them to do before the jousting. I don't think that determined anything though. Maybe the order, but
Yeah. And so the first one that they did was was they tried to put they like put their like a stick into a target.
right, and it was basically like a game of darts.
Yeah.
And then
And
the second one was they would try to put their jousting stick. I don't know what it's called. Javelin. The javelin.
yeah,
They were
yeah.
trying to put their javelin into like a little hole to get like a little ribbon out. Not everyone did it though. Though I assume it's because they were trying to. I don't know.
Like do the giver.
Yeah.
Like and then the third game they did was they raced.
Right. There was a race. I
Yeah.
forgot about it.
Yeah. It was a race, Gary.
Once that was over, is when they actually did the jousting portion.
That was the best part in my opinion.
Yeah, even though our person didn't survive.
Yeah.
Well,
So like
okay. He didn't actually die, but if you use your imagination, then yes, he was defeated.
yeah. So basically some one person and it was kind of random who they their jousting stick would break against the other person's shield and then they would fall off the horse
Right.
and then they would do like a on foot fight and it would be some people had swords, some people had maces.
Someone had Sweeney maces.
uh
I think, or
yeah,
ball and
someone
chain.
had like a halberd.
Oh yeah, or it was either a halberd or like a two-wielded or a two-hand axe.
Yeah, it was really badass. And that part was probably the best part.
I don't know. Towards the end, like the final fight, you had both people having dual wielding swords.
Yeah, and then like the final guy, the mean guy got dragged off and you saw the executioner, he had a giant axe and
Yeah.
he had like
So,
a whip.
yes. Before we go further, so they tried to implement a sort of subplot of like a kingdom from the north trying to join their kingdom, but like we don't want to. Like, do you know why? Like, we were against them.
Oh, oh yeah, because um they wanted they wanted to marry off like the daughter with somebody in their kingdom,
Uh,
like the princess, and our guy was like, no,
no, we're in the progressive era of our lives, so we won't do that.
lol, it's not progressive at all. Um, and like the Viking people were like, wahaha.
Eh.
And
It
then
wasn't needed, but it was still cool to watch them fight.
yeah, it was really cool. And then afterwards uh the winner the winner like gets crowned and like and then the winner married the princess and they were like, no, wait, no, they like picked like the winner could pick a person in his section, and it was really cute because he picked like a little girl and it was
Oh, okay.
adorable.
I couldn't see who it was. He was too far away.
Yeah, it was like a little girl in a princess outfit, so it was
Oh
pretty
my
cute.
god.
Yeah,
I bet they're. I bet that's what they're told to do, but that's
most
okay.
likely.
Because I feel like mostly families come to these events. I see a
Yeah.
lot of kids, which doesn't like. Like I said, they were well behaved. I didn't hear a whole lot of screaming. It didn't. It looked like not too many people got hurt, if any.
Yeah, if
Except
anything, it was us screaming.
except for you.
Oh yeah, I didn't drink enough water, so I hurled afterwards. It was really awkward because like there was a long line for the women's bathroom as usual.
Yeah, I was about to say no surprise.
Yeah. So
Unfortunately.
it was awkward because I got a lot of dirty looks because I had to like cut through people with kids, and I was like, it's an emergency. And then like like I could see people were like glaring at me. Then once they heard the hurling noise, they were like, "Oh."
Uh,
They're,
usually you do that when you eat too much, so I was really confused because we had the same amount of food and we had it
and I
like
didn't even eat as much as you.
yeah, like the courses were like a good like few minutes apart, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like we had time to eat it and digest it just a little bit, but then you go off and put shit over in what was it, a trash can?
Yeah, I threw it up in a trash can.
Yeah, great.
Um,
Stop being so graphic at the moment.
but but it was just because I didn't drink enough water.
Okay.
But yeah, overall it was a really really fun time, and it was a great time to spend me and my mom's birthday.
Yeah, did your family give any uh, feedback?
Oh, my dad doesn't. It's kind of cheesy, so my dad doesn't like that stuff. My mom said that he rolled his eyes a lot,
Oh, okay.
but he said that he liked the part where he's like, I like the part where that one guy died. I was like, wow, thanks, Dad.
Sound like he sees. Well, couldn't that be terrible to say? I was going to say it sounds like he sees that every day, but being a
uh,
firefighter, he hopes he doesn't get to see that.
yeah, but like I think he had fun. Sometimes he's just
Sometimes,
doesn't like showing
sometimes I
it.
can't tell what emotion he has.
My dad has resting bitch face pretty bad.
Oh, like 24/7.
Yeah. Um, but anyway, and my mom and my sister and her friend had a lot of fun. Um,
And I know I had.
we
Sorry.
Me and my sister were trash talking each other via text. I was like, your night sucks.
I wonder if they could hear me. Well, whenever I
Probably not.
yelled, pretty much everyone else was.
That's funny. Um, but yeah, we were trash talking through text messages, and then um, whenever we got home, like everything had calmed down and stuff. And then I went to his house and
Then
we
you had,
recorded more.
and then she had to go home or back
Yeah,
to school.
yeah. So it was a pretty fun weekend. Um, hopefully we can do more stuff like that.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
This will be the third podcast. I hope everyone has a good day or good night, depending on when you're listening to this. If you want to hear more from us, please subscribe and let us know down in the comments if you want us to talk about anything in particular. And we hope you have a wonderful day.
Okay. Bye.